That's Coach Abiola there of Explanter. He was totally distraught in the semi-finals during that penalty kick. I remember those pictures in my head vividly. He just wanted to get to the finals, but hey, there's still something to fight for here. We are in the second half, deep into it, and a few minutes in, and perhaps it's a chance for his team to get something of an incursion, and maybe that contact that will make the ball roll into the net.
Football. They should not change the football. So it should be at a higher. They are chasing the football and it's wrong. They shouldn't change the football.
And here we've got the first goal of the game. But no, it's not going to count. It's not going to stand. Celebrations are halted. Explanter thought they're taking the lead in this third place final. Unfortunately, the ref spotted something right there. And we're going to have to wait a little longer for the first goal of the game. Back to what Femi was saying, a heartbreaking way to lose the semi-final. Explanter goalless in the semi-final, losing 6-5 on penalties. And Abdullahi still didn't concede a goal, but couldn't find himself in the finals, of course. And they thought they're taking the lead a step closer to third place, but unfortunately they're going to have to come again. For the boys from Ekiti, it was a whooping in the semi-finals. They lost 5-2 to Central LGEA from Kwara State. But a chance to redeem all that. That's all in the past, and a chance here to probably get the win that will take you to third. That's the free kick for the boys from Explanter. Bada Toib sends the ball in. The ball bouncing around, and on the far side, a run by Kobe Patrick. He won't get to the ball on time, and the ball is cleared by Ekiti as they look to orchestrate an attack. No, poor pass. Wonderful step in there by the boy from Explanter as they try to get the ball forward. Possession is conceded right there in the midfield. He's surrounded by orange shirts left, right, and center, and finds a way to hold on to possession. But eventually the referee whistle stops play, and it is a free kick. A free kick to the boys from Explanter right on the halfway line. And the ball is sent in. Wonderful defending there, and the ball goes out for a throw-in on the far side as Explanter continue to come with forays of attacks and bombing forward and getting players into dangerous spaces. Will we see the first goal, or we're going to have the lottery of another penalty shootout? We wait to find out. A goal kick for the boys from Ekiti. It's going to be taken by Akim Basiru, sends the ball clear into the field of play, and Explanter eventually cleared the ball out, and it's a throw-in to the boys from Ekiti. Tomiwa on the far side has this one, and he throws it. The ball is suspended in the air for a couple of seconds. Both teams just trying to get as much of the ball as they can and force the issue here as we're getting closer to what could be the end of a regulation time in this game. Remember, if it stays like this, we're going to the lottery of the penalty shootout. Certainly Explanter will be wanting to avoid that, Femi.
Both teams would definitely want to avoid that because, you know, it's a lottery, and it's really a case of luck and providence above your ability to play. Because we've seen the best players in the history of football break the hearts of their teams at that penalty scenario time and time again. As the ball rolls into the middle for Ekiti, beats the first match, tries to beat the second one, but definitely brought down there, and you would have a chance. He walks away from the kick, and we have Odewale Tomiwa step up to take the free kick. Will he be going for a goal, or will he be looking for his man? It's a very interesting area, about 40 yards away, but it goes straight to the goal. And that was easy breezy for goalkeeper Abdullahi Bayoumi. Something flashed in my head yesterday from yesterday's Champions League final. When that ball went in, you remember the third goal? I won't say more than that. As the ball is lofted back into the goal area of Explanter. They've not dealt with it well. But still right there, and finally they clear the lines. Damiloju is looking more likely we're going to get into that penalty, which we know none of these teams would really want to play, but a winner certainly must emerge.
As it stands, of course, it is penalty shootouts as it stands, but it's football. You never know what will happen. You never know where the cookie is gonna crumble. And of course, casting your mind back to the game yesterday, we've got Bashiru and Abdullahi on the field of play. None of those goalkeepers, I'm sure, will want to cover themselves in the kind of mess that we had yesterday, and a chance for the boys from Pt.2, and it's the first goal of the game. We're just talking about a chance of a penalty shootout, but as it stands, we might not be having that. And who else? Who else but that man, Ayomi Kwasi, with a wonderful take, wonderful beating of the defender, and buries the ball into the bottom corner. And eventually, finally, after waiting so long, we have the first goal of the game. And we can see the classic FIFA celebration there. His teammates having a clean at his boot. But what a tournament he's been having, Ayomi Kwasi. Yet another goal. Yes, 7 goals in this tournament already. And hey, Femi, is this game over for the boys from Explanter?
Well, never say never. It's not over until it is over. But brilliant goal from Ayomi Kwasi. He took the first touch, beat his man brilliantly, struck the ball with authority, knew what he was going for, and bang, that's the goal. I told you we shouldn't be too much ahead of ourselves when it comes to goal scoring, because these two guys have, especially Ekiti, have a prolific scorer, and just that one chance they got, they buried it. Explanter would have to react very well now if they want to get back into this. It would be a shame if they end up losing right in front of their home crowd here, but hey, I mean, it's the finals. Everybody wants to win. As they now continue to move forward, it's 4 against 5, and the ball is cleared out. The defense there reading the play brilliantly. I'm sure everybody understands reacting to that goal. Exquisite finish. Reminds you of the best strikers in the world. Anyone you could think of, just filling the gap. That's what Ayomi Kwasi's goal was reminiscent of by all standards. It's throwing now to Explanter, right in the half of the boys from Ekiti. And they will need to clear their lines, which they do now. And it's substitution. Okay, no, it's Ayomi Kwasi who was outside. I think he went in for a quick medical attention there, and he's back on the field.
Of course, and heartbreak for Abdullahi, who prior to this game had kept 5 clean sheets, a total 100% shutout rate. But when he came up against Ayomi Kwasi, the highest goal scorer versus the best goalkeeper, or at least the goalkeeper with the best defensive record, Ayomi Kwasi came out on top, and eventually ending Abdullahi's 5-match clean sheet run.
Let me ask you a question. Who would your money be on? The best goalkeeper in the world or the best striker in the world? They go head-to-head, one-on-one.